Hey NFL fans, before we dive into today's hottest stories, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss an update from NFL News Now. The Philadelphia Eagles have sent shockwaves through the NFL world with a move that nobody saw coming, and yet everyone kind of hoped would happen. Reports are flying in that the Eagles have officially locked down Asante Samuel Jr., signing him to a multi-year deal that immediately turns their secondary into one of the most feared units in the entire league. It's the kind of move that screams aggression, ambition, and a hunger to win right now. The Eagles' front office, already known for making bold decisions, has just doubled down on their philosophy of prioritizing defensive stability. The whispers had been there for weeks, small hints, subtle tweets, sideline smirks. But now it's official, and Philly fans are losing their minds. Asante Samuel Jr., son of the legendary Eagles cornerback Asante Samuel Sr., now returns to the city where his father became an icon. The legacy continues, but this time, it feels different. It feels like a full-circle moment. The connection between father and son, the energy of the Philly crowd, and the defensive urgency of this team are all aligning perfectly. This isn't just a signing, it's a statement. The Eagles aren't playing games. They're locking down the airspace, literally and figuratively. And let's talk about what this really means for the Eagles' defense, because this is huge. The secondary has been a sore spot in the last couple of seasons, and the fans have been vocal about it. Every blown coverage, every deep touchdown surrendered, those moments hurt. But this move? It's like hitting a defensive reset button. Asante Samuel Jr. brings more than just coverage skills. He brings attitude, IQ, and a bloodline that understands the art of interception. He's fast, instinctive, and not afraid to gamble when it counts. Pair him with Darius Slay, and suddenly the Eagles have a 1-2 punch at cornerback that can go toe-to-toe with any receiving duo in the league. You can already imagine opposing quarterbacks thinking twice before throwing deep against Philly. The locker room vibe must be electric right now. The veterans know what this means, the rookies are buzzing, and the coaching staff finally has the tools they need to play aggressive, confident football. Philly's defense just got its swagger back. Now, there's something poetic about this whole situation, right? The son of a former Eagle coming back to wear the same colors that made his dad a household name. It's the stuff football dreams are made of. Fans who grew up watching Asante Samuel Sr. intercept passes and celebrate in the end zone are now watching his son step into those very same footsteps. It's nostalgia mixed with hope, history blending with the present. And that's what makes this move so special. It's not just about strengthening a roster. It's about reconnecting with a legacy. The Eagles fan base thrives on emotion, and this signing hits straight to the heart. There's already buzz on social media about jersey sales skyrocketing, highlight edits dropping, and fans planning to bring back the old chants with a new twist. The Samuel name is back in Philadelphia, and it feels like destiny. Sometimes, football writes its own stories, and this one? It's pure poetry in midnight green. The Eagles didn't just sign a cornerback, they reignited a legacy. But make no mistake, this move isn't only about nostalgia or feel-good moments. This is a chess move in a very strategic offseason. The Eagles have watched the NFC stack up talent on offense. Big-name quarterbacks, elite receivers, explosive offenses, and they knew they couldn't sit still. You can't compete in this league without corners who can clamp down on the best of them. Asante Samuel Jr. fits that need perfectly. His film speaks for itself. Quick footwork, sharp reads, and an aggressive mentality that coaches love. He doesn't just defend passes, he disrupts offenses. This move also sends a clear message to the rest of the NFC East. The Cowboys, the Giants, the Commanders, they're all going to have to adjust their game plans. Philly's defense is officially in lockdown mode. It's the kind of signing that changes the tone of an entire season. You can feel the tension rising. Opponents know what's coming, and the league is officially on notice. The Birds are building a fortress. Behind the scenes, sources say this deal came together faster than most expected. Negotiations started quietly, away from the public eye, but once mutual interest was confirmed, things moved at lightning speed. The Eagles' front office, led by Howie Roseman, reportedly had been keeping tabs on Asante Samuel Jr. since his rookie year. They admired his growth, his discipline, and his fearless approach to man coverage. When the opportunity opened up, they didn't hesitate, and the timing couldn't be more perfect. With training camp approaching and the defense undergoing schematic tweaks, bringing in a player like Samuel Jr. gives the coaching staff the flexibility to experiment. The chemistry between corners and safeties is about to get a serious upgrade, and the secondary communication, something the Eagles struggled with in the past, should improve dramatically. This wasn't a desperate move. This was calculated, deliberate, and bold. Exactly the kind of move that separates contenders from pretenders. Philly is back in business, and you can already sense what's coming next. The Eagles aren't done. This signing feels like the first domino in a bigger plan, a message that says, we're not settling. The city is buzzing, the fanbase is united, and the locker room is fired up. Asante Samuel Jr. brings energy, leadership, and pedigree. He's young enough to grow with this core, but experienced enough to lead from day one. The Eagles' identity is shifting before our eyes. They're building something dangerous, something sustainable. You look at this roster now, and it feels complete in a way it hasn't in years. Defense wins championships. That's not just a cliche in Philly, it's a belief. And with this signing, the belief feels real again. The birds are flying high, the secondary is sealed, and the message to the rest of the league is loud and clear. The Eagles are done playing nice. They're hunting for rings. The city of Philadelphia hasn't felt this kind of energy since the Super Bowl run. Everywhere you go, from talk radio to corner bars, people are talking about one thing: Asante Samuel Jr. in Midnight Green. It's like the city collectively hit refresh on its football soul. Fans are calling into radio shows screaming, "We're back, baby," and you can't help but feel the excitement pulsing through the streets. This signing isn't just about a player. It's about what he represents: confidence, toughness, swagger. Philly has always loved players who embody grit, and Samuel Jr. fits that mold perfectly. He's not flashy off the field, but on game day, he plays with that edge, that Philly chip on his shoulder. It's almost poetic that his dad once wore the same colors, because it feels like a new chapter in a story that started years ago. The energy is contagious, and you can tell the locker room is feeding off it. Coaches, veterans, rookies, they all know what this means. A move like this doesn't just upgrade a position, it transforms a mindset. The Eagles have just reminded everyone that they're not rebuilding. They're reloading, and they're ready to fight for every inch this season. Inside the locker room, players are reportedly buzzing about the signing. One insider said the energy shifted instantly when the news broke. Music blasting louder, players dap each other up, and the defensive backs huddled together with that "let's go eat" mentality. This isn't just about numbers or stats, it's about belief. When a team sees the front office making moves to win, it sends a message that the organization believes in them. Asante Samuel Jr. is bringing not only his talent, but also a new level of competition. You better believe the younger corners are going to elevate their game with him around. Iron sharpens iron, and that's exactly what the Eagles' secondary needed. The defensive coordinator now has the freedom to get creative: more press coverage, more blitz disguises, more opportunities to dictate rather than react. And fans know Philly football is at its best when the defense dictates the game. This signing doesn't just change the defense's look, it changes its personality. It's that dog mentality, reborn. Now, let's not overlook how perfectly this fits into the Eagles' long-term plan. Howie Roseman has built a reputation for being one of the sharpest minds in the NFL, and once again, he's proven why. Every move this offseason feels deliberate, like pieces on a chessboard aligning for checkmate. Bringing in Asante Samuel Jr. isn't a one-year rental. It's a commitment to building a defense that can sustain success over multiple seasons. Philly isn't interested in short-term hype. They're crafting a dynasty blueprint. The timing is beautiful too. With an offense already stacked with weapons like Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown, and Devonta Smith, this defense didn't need a total overhaul. It just needed a spark. Samuel Jr. is that spark. He's the kind of player who brings out the best in everyone around him. Suddenly, the safeties have more confidence, the linebackers can be more aggressive, and the entire defensive scheme opens up. That's the ripple effect of a true playmaker. This move doesn't just make sense, it feels inevitable, like it was always meant to happen. Philly's building something real, something terrifying for the rest of the NFC. Keep watching as we analyze more details about some rumors. What makes this story even more fascinating is the emotional undertone running through it. You can't ignore the legacy factor. the echoes of the past blending with the present. For Asante Samuel Jr., this isn't just another stop in his career. This is personal. He's carrying the name that already means so much to this city, and you can bet he's ready to write his own chapter. The father-son connection adds a cinematic twist that sports fans live for. Imagine that first home game at Lincoln Financial Field, the crowd roaring, chants of Asante, Asante, filling the air. Somewhere, his father will be smiling, watching his son wear the same jersey, the same colors, with the same fire. This isn't nostalgia, it's destiny fulfilled. The fans can feel it too. Philly loves players who understand what it means to represent the city's heartbeat, and Samuel Jr. already gets it. He's walking into a legacy, but he's doing it with his own swagger, his own story to tell. It's not just football, it's family, history, and redemption all wrapped into one incredible moment. Of course, every great move brings great expectations, and the pressure is on. Philadelphia is one of the toughest sports cities in the world, and fans will expect instant impact. But here's the thing, Asante Samuel Jr. thrives under pressure. He's built for it. At every stage of his career, from college to the pros, he's been doubted and questioned, and each time, he's responded with performance. That's why this fit is so perfect. Philly loves underdogs who bite back. You can already see the storylines forming. Interceptions, lockdown performances, maybe even a pick-six to seal a big game. And when that happens, the link will erupt. The connection between player and city will be complete. But beyond all the hype, what truly matters is how he transforms the defense. A great cornerback doesn't just shut down receivers. He changes how offenses approach the entire field. Quarterbacks will think twice, coordinators will hesitate, and that's when Philly strikes. This isn't just a signing, it's a defensive evolution in real time. And so here we are, standing at the start of something special. The Eagles have made their intentions clear. They're here to dominate, not just compete. The city is buzzing, the fans are dreaming, and the team feels re-energized. Asante Samuel Jr. stepping into this moment feels like the missing puzzle piece finally snapping into place. The word lockdown doesn't even begin to capture what this secondary could become. It's about chemistry, confidence, and legacy. This isn't just another off-season move. It's the heartbeat of a team finding its rhythm again. The NFL better take notice, because Philly isn't sneaking up on anyone. They're flying straight into contention with their wings wide open. The defense is locked, the energy is real, and the message is simple. The Eagles are back, and they're coming for everyone. In a league full of talk, this move screams action. Asante Samuel Jr. has landed, and with him, the spirit of Philadelphia football has officially been reborn. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like this video and share it with your fellow NFL fans. Stay tuned for more updates, only here on NFL News Now.